Before the fame, the spotlight, and the world's recognition, Selena Gomez was a child navigating the complexities of life with quiet strength. Born in Grand Prairie, Texas, she faced challenges early on: a broken family structure, personal insecurities, and the struggles of growing up in a world that often judges harshly. From a young age, Selena turned to performing as a refuge and as a means of expression. Singing, acting, and dancing weren't hobbies. They were lifelines. She learned to channel emotion into art, to use vulnerability as power, and to remain disciplined even when support felt inconsistent. This early period of life, filled with uncertainty and self-doubt, cultivated resilience that would define her career and mindset for years to come. The early years in Hollywood, Selena's career began at the Disney Channel, where she quickly became a recognizable face. Shows like Barney and Friends, and later Wizards of Waverly Place, brought her into millions of homes worldwide. But behind the smiles and the bright camera lights, she faced pressures many young actors cannot comprehend. Constant scrutiny, public expectations, and the challenge of maintaining authenticity in a world obsessed with image. Selena didn't just act, she observed, learned, and absorbed lessons from every performance. She understood that professionalism and humility were as important as talent, and she committed herself to mastering her craft while navigating the turbulence of early fame. Every rejection, every critique became a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Transitioning to music. Selena understood that her identity couldn't be confined to one arena. She pursued music not as a side project, but as a serious extension of her expression. Transitioning from acting to singing required not only talent, but focus, discipline, and courage. She faced critics who questioned her authenticity, doubters who assumed her music was merely a byproduct of her Disney fame. Instead of succumbing, Selena immersed herself in her artistry, writing, producing, and collaborating with industry leaders to ensure her music resonated on its own merits. Each song became a reflection of her personal experiences, emotions, and growth, allowing her to connect with millions of fans who saw themselves in her honesty and vulnerability. Personal struggles and resilience behind her public persona, Selena faced personal challenges that tested her mental, physical, and emotional strength. Health issues including a diagnosis of lupus, kidney transplants, and the pressures of managing fame at a young age could have easily derailed her journey, but Selena transformed struggle into fuel. She developed coping mechanisms, sought therapy, and embraced self-care practices that allowed her to continue performing while prioritizing wellness. Her transparency about mental health, her openness about anxiety and depression, and her willingness to speak candidly to fans created a new standard for celebrity vulnerability. Her resilience became not just a survival mechanism, but a powerful tool to inspire others. Evolution as an artist. Selena's artistry evolved over the years, moving from Disney pop to a more mature, nuanced sound that reflected her personal growth. She explored themes of love, pain, identity, and empowerment, blending authenticity with technical mastery. Every performance, every music video, and every public appearance became an opportunity to communicate emotion, tell a story, and challenge herself. Her creative process is meticulous, studying trends, understanding her audience, and constantly pushing boundaries. She doesn't rest on past successes. Instead, she treats every project as a new challenge, demonstrating that sustained excellence requires adaptability, curiosity, and relentless self-reflection. Discipline in every aspect. Selena's success is rooted in discipline, both visible and unseen. Long hours in the studio, grueling rehearsal schedules, and intense promotional cycles are balanced by strict self-care routines, mindfulness practices, and physical training. She approaches her career holistically, understanding that stamina, clarity, and focus are as critical as talent. Mental preparation, emotional intelligence, and strategic decision-making define her approach as much as vocal exercises or choreography. Discipline for Selena isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. The ability to perform at peak levels, create meaningful work, and navigate life with control and intention. The power of authenticity. What separates Selena from many peers is authenticity. She refuses to compromise her voice, her values, or her message for temporary gain. Every project she chooses, every collaboration, every public statement is filtered through a lens of purpose. She understands that credibility cannot be purchased. It must be earned through consistency, honesty, and alignment with one's principles. This authenticity extends beyond her artistry. In interviews, philanthropy, and social media, she demonstrates a rare capacity to be real, vulnerable, and relatable, even under intense scrutiny. Her fans don't just follow her for fame, they follow her for truth, advocacy, and influence. Selena leverages her platform for causes she believes in, from mental health awareness to social justice, education, and philanthropy. She understands that visibility comes with responsibility. Through her advocacy, she communicates a vital message. Talent alone is not enough. Influence must be paired with action. Her engagement is consistent, strategic, and heartfelt. She creates spaces where conversations about wellness, empowerment, and equality can thrive, inspiring others to not only consume art, but to enact change. Her legacy is being shaped not just by performances, but by impact, intention, and purpose. Embracing failure and growth. Despite her global success, Selena's path has never been free of failure. Projects don't always go as planned. Criticism can sting. Life can disrupt even the best laid plans. Yet she approaches failure as feedback, growth, and opportunity. By embracing setbacks, analyzing mistakes, and recalibrating, she demonstrates that growth is non-linear and requires courage, patience, and adaptability. Her resilience is not accidental. It is cultivated through years of persistence, self-awareness, and relentless commitment to personal and professional evolution. This mindset transforms obstacles into milestones. The message behind the journey. Selena Gomez's journey is a blueprint for intentionality, discipline, and authenticity. It proves that success is not instantaneous, but built daily through effort, resilience, and self-belief. Her story reminds us that vulnerability is a strength, that challenges are opportunities, and that sustained excellence requires balance, focus, and courage. Selena shows that life, like art, is a process, messy, demanding, and imperfect, but the results are earned, not inherited. She demonstrates that true power lies in staying grounded, embracing one's truth, and committing fully to growth. You don't need perfection to make a mark. You don't need constant approval to achieve greatness. Selena Gomez's story proves one enduring truth. Consistent effort, authenticity, and resilience are more valuable than fleeting recognition. Every challenge, setback, and uncomfortable moment is an opportunity to evolve. By staying disciplined, embracing vulnerability, and refusing to compromise values, you don't just achieve success, you create influence, legacy, and presence. Selena's journey is proof that when preparation meets courage, ordinary beginnings can become extraordinary impact, and that is how legends are made.